Well, hello. Hello. It seems like it's been 10 minutes since we've seen everybody before. Your hair's grown since the last episode.
I know. It went from like shoulder length now.
Mine too. Look at that. Look like a
You need
Brillo
one
pad.
of those razors. I saw one of those razors that you can...
Head blade.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, you should get that. You can shave anywhere. And the guy's like shaving, walking down the hall, at work.
You cannot shave anywhere with that.
I didn't say you couldn't shave
Speaking from experience.
with that.
Oh, I totally misconceived you. Yeah. I tried one of those things. I don't want to give it a bad name like we do some of the bourbons we drink. Yeah, it's not the best. Yeah. Head blade. Bloody hell. It was a bloody mess.
Speaking of...
Is that the best segue ever or what?
That was definitely...
There's nothing worse than being a bald guy and cutting your head, especially when like you're getting ready to go out and you got this big old bandage on your head.
You got all the little things like you have on your face if you cut your face when you're shaving.
And it's one of those where it's like you know the comedian says, "Here's your sign," because people say obvious stuff. You know, you got a big old bandage on your head. And it's like, hey, you cut your head. You're like, what?
When did that happen?
Where did that bandage get there? So. Bloody mess. What do we have this evening?
So everybody has always heard of a Bloody Mary, right?
Yes.
Well, why not a Bloody Bourbon?
Why not?
So tonight, since we did such a good job at burning down the house with smoked old fashions,
smell like campfire in here for 2 days.
Let's do a Bloody Bourbon. We got some mix here. I don't know where I picked this up. I was telling him I come across these mixes in different places and just grab one and say, oh, I wonder if that's going to be any good.
Have I had
some are really good.
Have I had a Bloody Bourbon? Did we have Bloody Bourbons when we were in Nashville?
We did. We were supposed to have...
Don't talk about it.
Bad memories.
We were supposed to have the world's largest Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary with 2 chickens.
Twice.
And they called us. To confirm our reservation, we were already sitting down.
Yeah. Like,
to see if we still wanted it. And they said, oh, sorry, you didn't answer your phone. We gave them to somebody else.
You didn't show up. Right here. It happens.
So I've tried a few different concoctions with this. Of course, prior to this.
Is that pre-mixed?
So this is a pre-mix. So this is a Charleston Bloody Mix. All natural, fresh veggies. I don't know, it's got kind of everything in it. To me, there was another one I had. I wish I would have kept the bottle and remembered what it was. But this one has got a lot of celery.
Okay. I don't mind celery.
So then I'm going to do yours like this. I'll give you...
You do mine different than yours?
I'll do it a little bit different because I don't like as much celery.
Oh.
So I add extra plain tomato juice.
Well, I don't want tomato juice. I prefer tomato juice.
Okay, I'm going to pour you some tomato juice with some herbs.
You like gave me the look for like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not ranch.
That's a whole other episode.
So just plain tomato juice for that one, whatever. And then I actually added, and I found this out the other day.
You better pronounce this right.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
A couple dabs of that.
I'm ready for some steak. Where's my roasted chicken to put on top of this, and my shrimp, and my pickles? I had to cut out the inappropriate part because it was almost PG because Jeff said he wanted to spoon.
You could stir. You want to stir?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll mix this up a little bit. And then,
good stuff.
Instead of vodka, because why would you drink vodka on a bourbon show?
Why?
Why would you drink vodka anyway?
Why indeed?
So, ooh.
Just enough for our infinity bottle. Oh, never mind.
extra little splash. We'll give you a little extra juice there.
Just what I needed.
And you can use whatever. We're just using Bullet because, honestly, you don't want to use a, Pappy for this. I mean, if you want to.
If you've got extra Pappy around,
go right ahead.
I would love to make you
that might be
Bloody Bourbon Mary.
A good thing for, like a restaurant. Like the Gold Flake guy, he make Bloody Marys with Pappy and charge $2,000 for it.
When you want to splurge.
All right. Let's drop these in here without trying to make a mess. I put yours in there.
You washed them before you went to the bathroom?
Yeah, before I went to the bathroom. All right, I'm going to let you take your first drink and see what you think, because I've had this before.
Should there be music playing in the background?
Yeah, we could have, loaded this up. We could have put, some...
You know what it smells like?
Bloody Mary.
Which I love this smell. Like the Chef Boyardee pizza mixes, the sauce? This smells like...
I haven't had Chef Boyardee...
Since 1975, when you were born.
When I was born. When I was just a wee little baby.
When I was just a little fella.
And...
It's really good. No, it is good. I don't taste the extra celery.
You want more?
No.
You can throw some more in there.
No.
I think I hit this one just right. This is probably one of the better ones I've made.
I can basically taste the bourbon. Does that mean I need more mix?
I don't know, because honestly, I don't know if I've had
a little glass.
Regular Bloody Mary.
Right.
Every time I order a Bloody Mary, I just order it with bourbon. People think I'm crazy, but when I told them about it, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I got to try that." And I try it.
I don't know how high a proof vodka goes. Does it go higher than 90 proof?
I don't think so. I think it's actually a lower proof than.
We will investigate.
We will. And we'll put it up somewhere here on the screen.
That's really good. I am craving a roasted chicken. I'm going to say that for the...
Maybe you have a cube of cheese.
The crumpet?
So...
A crumpet of queso? That help?
I think it's really good. I've seen some people, besides the place down in Nashville that has the crazy, chickens and everything on their stuff. I've seen people getting crazy with their Bloody Marys where they're putting shrimp and, a chicken leg and all kinds of crazy stuff in just a little glass like this. Now, granted,
it's overblown.
Most of the time, I think when you go to a restaurant, because we went last weekend, we went somewhere. It's a glass this big, but it's completely full of ice first.
Right. $10.
Then they pour everything in it.
$10.
And you're like, wow, how did I drink that Bloody Mary so fast?
Right.
Oh, that's right, because it's all ice.
That's good. I feel like I should make us some huevos rancheros.
So people think I'm kind of crazy sometimes. But when we're playing...
You're going to qualify this with another statement, or are we just going to leave? Because everybody thinks I'm a little crazy.
Pretty much everybody thinks that. It's kind of like they don't really think that. They know that. But, no, that we'll go out and play shows, and, if you're playing a show at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, most people are going to drink a beer or, in my case, a bourbon or whatever. And I'm like, can I get a Bloody Mary? And they're like, what?
we're doing shots of Jameson for the band prayer.
That must be good. Joe.
It's really good. We'll have Joe on an episode, too.
No, then we're going to have to drink Irish whiskeys.
I've got a couple. We've got a couple.
Maybe that should just be a show where we sit with whatever drink you want to sit and drink. And we just talk band talk. We just talk about...
Let's do that. Who wants to talk about band talk?
And the drama and the life. I think we already did an episode on that.
Never mind.
It's fun, though. It is. There's always a lot of... When we talk about this in a previous podcast, but there's always turmoil between members and...
Being in a band is like having another family.
It really is.
It really is.
You know, because you spend so much time with them. You know, if you're especially, I mean, some bands rehearse multiple times a week. I know we don't go through that. You know, it's like,
Go ahead,
you guys want to rehearse this week? No, I'm good. How about next week? No, I'm good. What about the week after that? No, I'm good. But we've got 6 shows coming up.
And that's your practice.
Yeah.
Then you have a killer show and you're like, we didn't need to practice. I'm winking.
You can't see that because he's winking with away from the camera.
I'm eye banging you. That was really good.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
The
only thing that would have made it better is just having it in a different glass. But, you know.
Go Buckeyes.
If it said Kentucky on it, that'd have been better. Well, thanks again, everybody, for watching and putting up with the two of us talking.
Here's the thing. In your comments, if you've got a mixed drink or concoction that we can try with bourbon, let us know. We will do an episode on that. We did the smoked old fashions, so we did the bourbon Bloody Marys. So send us some ideas. We'll be happy to try it.
I've got another idea already. Yeah. Thanks for putting up with us. Thanks for putting up with us again, guys and gals. And
we'll see you next week.
Cheers. We're going to go finish these. And then pause. And just to let you know, I did wash my hands right before I used the bathroom, so.
Thank goodness they can't see my nuts.
That's going to make it in there.
I wonder why they gave it the name Mary.
Was it Queen Mary?
Was Mary annoying?
Probably.
Did somebody kill Mary?